Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Astrology 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. I am doing this video for the month ahead for February for all signs. And of course, I am doing this based upon the Vedic or Sidereal astrology, which however you want to call it. Now, one thing I do want to say is a lot of people get confused. They say, okay, what is the difference between Vedic astrology and Western astrology? I think I have already explained that in my previous one of the videos. I don't know which one. Okay. However, typically Vedic, I don't want you to be confused. Typically Vedic astrology, they go by, to make it simple, they focus more on the moon sign than the sun sign. Okay, so let's just keep that in the back of your head. However, this video that I'm doing, let's say for example your sun sign is Aries, and you know for a fact you're an Aries, based upon your Western astrology or what have you, that is your sun sign. But this video, because it is going to be based upon the moon signs, and let's say you don't know what your moon sign is, right? I mean, not everybody knows what their moon sign is. Of course, there are a lot of websites where you can actually go and enter your details, your date of birth, your time of birth, city and state of birth, and it'll pop up a moon sign and a sun sign. Or you can email me and say, hey, Kirtana, can you please help me? I want to know what my moon sign is, etc. I am working on my website for the astrology channel. The website for the tarot channel is going to be up within a week, and the the website for the astrology channel. No, let me rephrase that. I'm creating two websites. One is purely for tarot. So it's going to be called the Real Tarot 1123.com. And that is going to be a website where I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff over there for just tarot. Now I'm creating another website, and that is called the Real Astrology 1123.com, where it's only astrology. So it's going to be very interactive. And of course, give me a couple of weeks. I'm working on it. I think by March 1st, that should be up and running. You can, of course, go in there and enter your information, and it'll pop up your moon sign, etc. There are going to be a whole bunch of options. I will make a formal announcement in a couple of weeks just before it's ready to launch. Okay. But for having said all of that, I don't want you to get confused. Okay. For the moment, if you know you were born on whenever, March 1st, for example, that would technically be a Pisces. Go and look at your the Pisces sign, right? What's the part for the Pisces? If you're like, I absolutely know what my moon sign is, then go directly to your moon sign. Let's say you're an Aries but you have a Sagittarius moon, then go directly to the Sagittarius and see that, and also look at the Aries. You'd be surprised, sometimes there will be crossovers. So let's just leave it at that, because I don't want to get too technical and everybody gets confused. So one more time, if you are an Aries sun sign but you know your moon sign, I recommend, and let's say your moon sign is Sagittarius, go and watch the Aries and the Sagittarius in this video. Okay, if you don't know, just watch Aries. If you don't know what your moon sign is but you know your sun sign is Aries, just watch Aries. It's all good. Okay, I don't want people to get fret about it. So having said all of that, I will of course put the timestamps, etc., all that good stuff. Let's get started. I am going to start off with Aries, and let's say at 3:45, right, for Aries. Yeah. So I have my details over here, so I'm going to be reading off of it, and I know people are going to be like, well, Kitana, I'm going to get you up close, my computer up close. I don't want to print out paper because it's like such a waste of paper. So Aries, let's start. For you guys, this month is going to be February 2022. It's going to be a pretty good month for you overall. Yes, you're going to have some good success. Now, a couple of things I want to point out is Saturn and Mercury will be present in the 10th house, and that's a good thing for you. Okay, so the combination of both these planets will actually redirect your attentions and your focus to want to be able to work harder, right? Not that you don't work hard, but kind of reiterate, re-motivate, re-energize you to focus more on work and be a little bit more motivated. If, let's say, for example, in the recent past you're kind of sort of lost motivation, this is a fantastic time for you to remotivate yourself. Okay. Now I'm also going to say, if you really put in the effort, you will see the benefits of it. There is no doubt about it, absolutely no doubt about it. I feel you are also going to be able to see some help from seniors, be it seniors at work or seniors at home, but seniors in general are going to kind of, be of, oh my goodness, I am so sorry, be of support to you. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Did I lose it? There, no. Whew, sorry about that, folks. Now, if you are a person who is a business person, for example, if you own your own business, the aspect of Jupiter and Saturn in the seventh house will make your business, you'll see a little bit more profitability coming, okay, and maybe more customers coming, and maybe you're going to be getting more contracts. So that is fantastic. Okay. And also you have the master of Aries, or the lord of Aries, right? The ruling planet of Aries, Mars. He's in the ninth house along with Venus. This is good. This is good. I would say this is a good time for you to actually focus on making further investments, expanding your business. All that's going to be good, favorable. Now, as far as your finances are concerned, as much as you want to kind of invest to expand your business, or invest in something that is going to facilitate more business for you, make sure it's not wasteful spending, okay? Just be cautious about that. The sun is going to be entering the 11th house on February 14th. And for you, the 11th house, my beautiful Aries, is to do Aquarius, right? The sun is going to be entering Aquarius on the 14th. So it's planning and budgeting is very good. So yes, if you're a business person, you want to invest to expand your business, there is profitability. But then again, if you want to invest your money in terms of retirement or some sort of investment opportunity like that, I always say do your due diligence and make wise decisions. Don't just buy into somebody coming and presenting a cockamamie, it's too good to be true kind of an opportunity, right? And you may see some good cash flow, but watch your spending. Okay. Now for Aries, I'm gonna say be careful of your health. Okay, not careful. Hang on, you guys. Oh, did I lose my puppy? No. Watch your health. Pay attention to your health. Okay. Also be careful. There is a chance that you might have food poisoning, so watch yourself. And make sure you get good sleep, right? Good sleep is very, very important for our bodies, right? That's when our body kind of repairs itself, regenerates, etc., etc. So take care to make sure you don't have any like eat stuff where you might end up having food poisoning type of thing. So watch what you eat. Now, as far as your personal relationships are concerned, I'm going to say this. If you are in a committed relationship, fantastic. If you are engaged to somebody, listen, it's either, you know how they say, poo or get off the pot? Right? So listen, if you have been kind of hemming and hawing about actually proposing, better do it. Better do it, because I have a feeling things are kind of, going to start going downhill from there, because it'd be like, okay, come on, buddy. I mean, like, how many years type of thing. But on the other hand, if you have no intentions of actually getting married to the person and you just want to stay committed to each other, but not really committed as in married, make it known, okay? Be very clear and transparent about that. If you are clear and transparent, it will avoid all misunderstandings. Otherwise, I feel like there will be some misunderstandings. I'm also going to tell you something, Aries. If you are in a committed relationship and you're having a little bit of something going on the side, I am telling you, it is going to blow up in your face. So do not do that. Or I don't know, maybe you're going through a patch of, I'm not sure, I don't know, maybe you got the jitters and this and that, or what have you. Make it very clear to your partner. Yeah, they're going to be upset, but make it very clear to them, look, I need some time out. Don't do all these nefarious stuff, because that is going to really, really backfire on you in a very bad time and is going to have long-term effects on you. So avoid doing silly stuff, in terms of personal relationships. If you're married, great opportunity for you to kind of, what's the word? To add in extra romance into your relationship, if you know what I mean. So let's talk about friends and families, right? There could be a little bit challenges with regards to your family kind of situation in terms of relatives, just a little bit of tension here and there, and people getting all butthurt about something or the other. And remember, 20 years ago you did this and that, and oh, you know what, I haven't forgotten. Well, oh yeah, the usual stuff. We all have family dynamics, correct? I mean, every family you're going to have Aunt Jenny and Uncle Joey, and they're always butting heads with Aunt Annie and Uncle Alfred, or cousin, I don't know, cousin pick a name is mad at the cousin pick another name, should I have said cousin it? So family dynamics are always, for the most part, we all know how that goes. But I'm going to say there will be a little bit of a need for you to show a little bit of patience, extra patient. Be a little extra patient with that particular family member who's always up and about in everybody's business, and knows better than everybody else and has the best life. We all have somebody like that in our families, right? So have a little bit of patience. Don't let it get to you, because it can get under your skin, and then all hell is lost, and then it's like we have a big situation over there. So that's what I say. Now, next we're going to move on to Taurus. Let me make a note of the time, because I have to. Taurus, hey, where is my paper? So Taurus is going to be at 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay, my beautiful Taurus, let's get to you. So Taurus, Jupiter is going to be bringing you success in the field of education. So that is fantastic. If any of y'all are students or looking to, are looking to pursue education, higher education, whatever you, this is a great, great opportunity. Because remember, Jupiter is all about expansion, is seeking. Jupiter is the philosopher of the zodiac. I want to know, I want to learn, I must know. Tell me why. How is that? Why is so? I want to learn. Okay, the philosopher of the zodiac. So all about acquiring knowledge, right? So this is a fantastic opportunity for you to be able to do that. However, I'm going to say Mars is going to be in your second house, and Taurus, for you, your second house is Gemini, right? So Mars is going to be in the second house, which could kind of bring a little bit of a testy situation with regards to your loved ones or your family members, okay? Actually, I would say family, not so much your loved ones, because Mercury is actually placed quite in a fairly good position. So not necessarily, this is not going to in any way be negative or have a negative impact on your intimate relationship with your significant other. But as far as family per se, there could be some issues, some little bit of drama. Hey, just because you have some family drama doesn't mean that you love your spouse any lesser, isn't it? So if the second half of February is good for you if you are a business person, own your own business, or if, let's say, working for yourself, and you maybe even are a contract kind of a employee, where you work for commissions or that sort of a thing. So second half of the month is going to be good. Then let's take a look. Overall family, career, and health is overall fairly good. You will see some progress. I'm not going to say it's a bed of roses, but it certainly isn't a bed of thorns. Okay, you may have a little boo-boos here and there, but that's nothing. You can manage that. I mean, it's no big deal. Overall, it's going to be a good month. Now, specifically about career, Jupiter is in your 10th house, right? So Taurus, 10th house, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay. Jupiter is in your 10th house will give you, it's good for you, right? If you have been working on something for a long time, it is a great opportunity for you to actually execute that. Let's say you've been working on the drawing board, right? Working. Well, now is a fantastic opportunity to translate that whatever you have on the drawing board into reality, to give it life, to bring it to life. Okay, now the Sun and Mercury and Saturn are all in the ninth house. You will have some good support in the field of work. So as far as your work is concerned, you will see good progress. And the fact, well, then again, if you have worked hard but you've been sitting on your bum cheeks and being lazy, then that's another story, right? So those of you who are working for somebody, right, who are employees, um, there is going to be success. I wouldn't be surprised if you do get an offer of, hey, we're going to bump your salary, or hey, how about we move you to this position? Is it going to be a big jump? No, but it's going to be a fairly decent jump, right? You are definitely going to see a promotion. I'm going to say definitely. Yeah. But this is not a nice time for you to start a new business, if you know what I mean. If you already have something on the drawing boards, and yeah, bring it to life, it's going to come to fruition. You will see success, but don't start anything new. Don't launch anything brand new. If you've been working on it, go ahead and launch it, but don't launch something brand new, if you know what I mean. Okay. So let's talk about Ketu. Ketu is a south node, right? So Ketu is in the seventh house. As much as this is a fairly good time for business, watch your words and exchange your words between you and a business partner, right? In terms of a particular decision you folks are wanting to make, there could be a little bit of, no, I don't think that's right. No, John, we can't. No, Peter, I said this, a little bit of, or no, Jenny, and then the other partner is Ruth, and Ruth will say, Jenny, we can't do that, and Jenny will say, no, Ruth, we can't do this. So you may have a little bit of, dang, why can't you understand? We've been business partners for so long. It's not a big thing until you make it a big thing. So, moral of the story, don't make it a big thing, right? So from a financial perspective, it's a fairly good month. Okay, so the Sun is going to get along well with Jupiter in the 10th house, which can be a little bit of a double-edged sword, because you're going to see good income, meaning you will see a little bit of profitability or a little bit of gain in your salary or compensation, but then again your expenses are also going to go up. So it's like you have to balance it, right? Just keep working away, man. Just, or lady, just whenever when I get a couple of emails, because when I talk, I say, hey man, and people say, well, Kirtana, there are a lot of women who watch your videos. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not, it's just, what can I say, how I speak, right? So watch your expenses. You would see profit, but you'll also see your expenses. So try to balance that out, okay? Let's talk about health. Overall, it's going to be good. No big deal. I don't see anything glaringly, whatever. What's your diet, Taurus? Listen, let's face it, Taurus loves good food, right? So if some of you are having some issues with regards to sleep, right, not sleeping very well, insomnia, or having difficulty to fall asleep, or you were perfectly fine but all of a sudden something going on over there, it's probably because you've been a little bit stressed. So do what you need to get some help, right? Either meditation or even medical help, I don't know. And make sure you get your eyes checked. If you have any issues with your eyes, make sure you get your eyes checked. And I'm going to tell you something, for those of you Taurians who are into pumping iron, be very careful when you're doing that. There's a possibility of some accidents occurring, so be careful, okay? If you are in love, if you're just, your love affair or your love relationship, I'm not talking about committed, like if you're dating somebody or whatever, that'll be strengthened, okay? If you have just met somebody who's in the friend zone, there's a very high chance that it's going to move from the friend zone to a little bit something more. okay? I'm going to tell you one thing, Taurus, this month, do not hesitate to speak your mind, okay? Do not hesitate to speak your mind. Do not hesitate to make your affections known or your feelings known. This is for those who are not in a committed relationship, as in those who are not married, unmarried. Now, for those of you who are married, oh, you haven't been paying me enough attention. Oh, I've noticed the past few weeks, we always used to go out on Friday nights, and I've noticed that, you come home tired and we are not going out. Or the husband will say, hey, honey, how come, like, whatever, our date night used to be Thursday night or Friday night or Saturday night, and now I see that you're working late, and what's going on, and everybody gets all their hackles up and their knickers in a twist. If you make some time for each other is basically what I'm trying to say. And yes, work is important and commitments and all that, but commitment to your significant other is also important. So make some time for each other. It could be a little bit difficult because of work and what have you, but it is what it is. And do what you need to spend some time and make your significant other feel special, right? Now, for those of you who say it's not my responsibility to make somebody else happy, I get it. Nobody's responsible for the happiness of anybody else but your own. But having said that, when you are in a relationship, there's a little bit of give and take. There's a little bit of balance, it's like yin and yang, and that sort of stuff. So maintaining that balance and that being there for that individual, right? Does make any sense? I hope. Okay, then if you have siblings and you had some little bit of what's the word? Mary's probably saying, oh my God, I can't bear to be with her for another Thanksgiving dinner. And, Jenny does this all the time, and I've had it with her, and she's always gloating about her son or her daughter. Or Tom may say, you know what, Harry, oh my goodness, him and his job and the watch he got. And, if you all have had that little bit of oh my goodness, that little bit of, come on, y'all, we've all had those, right? At least most of us. Well, I can't say I've had that. I'm an only child, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, when we have Thanksgiving and dinners, family dinners and get together, there's always a little bit of, you'll find 2-3 of them in a corner. They're having a very volatile conversation, and the others over here are all sitting quietly and say, oh my goodness, they are at it again type of thing. So, those scenarios, right? So I'm going to say, if you all have had some kind of a, if a particular member of the family is all piss and vinegar per se, this time, around this time, this season, this couple 2-3 weeks over here, you could see better relations, better communication between y'all. So that's a good thing, right? Oh my goodness, I know I'm going to hear that. I'm going to hear a lot about that. All right, moving on. So who do we have? Gemini, right? Gemini. Okay, hang on 1 second, y'all. My puppy dog, he's sitting outside, and I don't know why he doesn't want to come in. Maybe I should stop this video for a second here. Hang on, I can actually do. All right, so now let's look at Gemini, correct? All right, for Gemini, we have, for you, my beautiful Geminis, let's take a look and see what's going on for you as far as this month is concerned. Let me wear my glasses. I have all my notes on my computer. I try not to print them out because, like I say, it's just a whole bunch of waste of paper, right? And I don't keep these notes. It's because once they're on the computer, no need to, on my files, in my computer files, there's no need to print them out just to read it and then dispose of it. It's just ridiculous waste of time, paper. All right. For you, my beautiful Gemini. So let me see. It's going to be kind of a mixed month for you. Ketu is your south node. He's going to be in the 6th house. So there's going to be a little bit of an issue with regards to your health. So take care of that. Make sure you get enough rest. And also I'm going to say, as far as your family in general, you may have a little bit of some sort of a tension in the family. So it's temporary, but considering the conjunction of Venus and Mars, there could be a surprising, positive, pleasant, sudden change with your job. Okay. There is a possibility you may also go on long journeys, because Jupiter is in the ninth house. So that means you're going to be traveling some. It could be fairly longer trips than normal. Let's say in the past you used to take 3-4 days. Now this time it could be longer than that. Again, as far as your job is concerned, I'm going to say that's why you're going to be traveling, because of work or due to work or for work. But I'm also seeing, let's say you're going on a journey, on a little bit of a traveling, whatever, to go meet certain clients, or maybe a couple of clients here and there have been giving you some trouble, and you're like, hey, we need to streamline things. There is a possibility you may lose a little bit of business. It's almost like cutting your losses and moving on, because hey, it's just, part of the process, right? Maybe a certain, I don't know, agency or a certain business relationship is not necessarily going very well. For the most part, it's okay, but there could be a little bit of an issue there. But it's nothing that, but in all honesty, you knew it was coming. So, for those of you who are looking to pursue your education, this is a great time for you to be able to pursue your education. See, you have a conjunction of Mars and Venus, so for the most part, that's good, and particularly for those who are employed. But those who are business owners, there's going to be a little bit of a friction over there. Like I said earlier, you may have to cut ties with a particular business associate or partner, or even an agency or a distributor or such, right? Be careful though, even if you're an employee, be careful, because somebody might try to pin something on you in the job environment or in your office environment or in your place of work, and they may say, hey, XYZ is the one who's responsible for that little boo-boo. Somebody's going to try to throw you under the bus, so watch out for that. Okay, be prepared and know how to handle the situation. Yeah, I do believe that you're going to be traveling quite a bit, because Jupiter is in the ninth house. You're certainly going to be traveling quite a bit. You're also going to have a great opportunity to develop new business contacts, right? So, which is great. From a financial perspective, the first half of February, I think, is going to be fairly good. I'm also going to tell you that make sure that you stay focused on your work. Okay, even though there is somebody who's going to try to throw you under the bus, stay focused, be diligent, keep on the straight and narrow, and your bosses and your superiors will definitely take note of it, and they will definitely be impressed. Okay, don't get into nitpicking with this other person who's going to try to throw you under the bus. Even if you know who it is, just kind of continue, like, hey, whatever, that doesn't matter, whatever, because ultimately, the other ones are going to get called out, so don't get too involved in that, but be aware of it. Continue to show the same level of enthusiasm for your job, okay, because people are watching you. Then you have Mars conjunction here, right, with Venus. So Mars in the 11th house, 11th house, Venus in the 7th house. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of profitability as far as your income is concerned, meaning like your income is going to grow a little bit. But those of you who are business owners, you may take a little bit of a hit. Like, for example, I said earlier that you may have to cut ties with a particular distributor or an agent or anything. Yeah, so you're going to lose a little bit, but that's actually in a way good, because, temporarily you may see a little bit of a loss in income, but trust me, it's not a big deal. You're going to recover from that really quick. Take care of your health, okay? Try to avoid fried foods, okay? Like heavily greasy fried foods. Okay. Then let's look at this. You will have to spend a little bit of time with your loved ones, okay, with your intimate relationship or partner. It's going to be a good time. If you're having extramarital affairs, ooh, you're going to get caught, baby. I think I said that for Aries also. They too have that situation. If you're having any extramarital affairs, Gemini, oh, you're going to get called out on that. But if you are on the straight and narrow and none of that hanky panky, you're going to be fine, right? Let's say, nothing else that is so glaringly obvious for you, Gemini. Nothing so, you're going to benefit actually from the full aspect of Jupiter, because Jupiter is in your third house, right? You'll actually benefit. Ooh, I'm cold all of a sudden. Oh my God. First half of the month in February, family relationships may be a little bit, what have yous, but the second half, you're going to be fine. You're actually going to be fine. So nothing extraordinary, Gemini, for you. It's actually a quick one. Next, we have Cancer. Let's see, Cancer. For the most part, this month is going to be pretty all right for you. Saturn in the 9th house is actually going to benefit you for as far as your business is concerned, if you're a business person. Ketu, is your south node, is in the 5th house and will affect Rahu. So if you're a student, you may hit a little bit of a roadblock. Your relationship with your family, there's going to be nicer, peaceful, right? Intimate relationships, you may have a little exchange of words, or you may not necessarily see eye to eye, which is not a big thing. We don't always, look at things from the same lens, right? Sometimes we kind of disagree. We are all individuals. So, it's going to be a fairly good month for you too, Cancer. I'm going to say, Cancerians. Listen, pay attention if you have any sore throats or issues swallowing or acid reflux or anything like that. Pay attention, go seek help, and make sure your diet is such that it doesn't aggravate it. If you are employed, you may have a little bit of a testy, stressful month. But if you're a business owner, it's actually going to be pretty good for you. You're going to be traveling a little, and it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for you to be able to develop and make new business connections. Networking. See, as long as you present yourself as a very stable, balanced, even-keeled person, you will garner the trust and the respect of people who you feel haven't really received you in the best of light. So it's on you to make sure you present the best of you, right? And not just once. Maintain that image, right? Present yourself in the best of light. That's your responsibility, how you present yourself to people, right? Yeah, Saturn in the 9th house is actually going to be good for you. Your business will expand. You may start a new venture, new project. Financially, this is a favorable time for you folks. You can see profit in your business, which is really good. And see, one thing I'll tell you, just because you're seeing more money come in, don't run off and try to keep spending, because Jupiter will make you spend. So don't be wasteful, right? Because when you make money is when you need to save the money, right? Well, it depends on who you ask, So, in my opinion, when you see extra money come in, that extra money is what you should be saving, rather than say, because, you're not always going to have the same inflow of cash at the same level. So, be smart about how you manage your finances. You do sometimes have a tendency to overdo it, Cancerians. Come on, we know what Cancerians can be shopaholics. Oh, yeah, they can be shopaholics. So, just because you're seeing all this money come in, don't take it for granted that it's going to keep coming in at the same force and the level and such. So, watch your spending, okay? You may also try to look at or consider or work on side projects. So supposing your main business is XYZ, you may say, oh, maybe on the side we'll start doing ABC as well. You know what I mean? Or if you're an employee, then you may say, oh, on the weekends I'm going to do freelancing for something. So watch your eating habits. Don't see, I'm going to say Cancerians also, you'll tend to have weird hours of eating. So eating late at night, eating at odd hours, nah. Stop all of that because you will see it affect your health. I'm also seeing Cancerians with issues with their gut, like, you may wake up one day and say, oh my God, my tummy is hanging out. Like, this is crazy. How did I get so bigger on the middle? Well, right? So, watch that. If you are venturing on a love affair, it's not necessarily going to last. See, Venus conjunct Mars in the sixth house. So, if you're having a love affair or having an affair per se, it's going to kind of frazzle out, explode, right? If you really want to keep that relationship, tone it down. Sugar and what did they say? You can catch a lot more flies with honey than with vinegar. Well, if you have been talking back and forth about, hey, maybe we should, think about getting married, or somebody says, oh, you know what, you guys have been dating for so long, when are you going to tie the knot, type of thing. Believe it or not, you may actually kind of say, okay, we need to really figure out, and you may end up deciding when you're going to get married, like make it official, right? You're also going to be focusing a little bit more on your significant other, right? Thinking a lot about them and that sort of a stuff. As far as your family members, there will be harmony, but then again, disagreement. Like, for example, if you all decide to make it official and say, we're going to get married on, say, I don't know what, April 28th, then some members of the family will say, well, it has to be a church wedding. And somebody else will say, why does it have to be a church wedding? And you may say, well, I really don't want to have a church wedding. I want to go and get married at Justice of the Peace and have a big reception. So that could create a little bit of tension. At the end of the day, you know how to handle it. And then your fiance or fiance will be like, well, let's just run away, elope and get married. Oh, I don't know how you're going to manage that, but hey, it's your life, right? Nothing else that's really standing out to me where I'm going to say that, oh my God. Those of you who are students, it's a fairly good month for you. You will do good progress. For a lot of you Cancerians, I do believe either you are going to propose or you're going to be proposed to, right? See, again, if you're working for somebody, there could be some disappointments, but if you maintain control of your situation, if you maintain control of yourself, like the Chariot card, if you maintain balance, right, and you look at things from a very clear perspective, like a neutral perspective, then you will make good decisions. But if you kind of get your heart involved in it, nah. So think with your head, not your heart, is basically what I'm saying. This is for those of you who are struggling with, you have a big loan or you have a debt that you need to pay off. This is a fantastic time for you to work towards paying off that debt, and you will. It's good. Okay. So then let's look at Leo, right? Leo, for you too, if you need to get rid of a debt, this is a great time. Your relationships are going to have a little bit of an up and down kind of a situation. And for you two Leos, a great month to propose or be proposed at. For you and Cancerians, I feel it's going to be good. Um, Mars is in the 11th house, so it could be fruitful for you as far as your beneficial for you as far as your money is concerned. Um, if you're working for somebody else, you will definitely see a promotion or talk about it at least. Your responsibility is also going to be improved, increased at work. So definitely promotion. With promotion comes better pay, right? So that's a good thing. If any of you have struggling with chronic diseases, this is a good time for you to pursue and look at alternative holistic approach to health, right? Um, And if you do take a holistic approach to your health situation or your chronic illness, you will see benefits, you will see results, you will be able to get to a better place. Leo, I'm going to say dial it back. If you're the kind of person who does a lot of protein, right, eats a lot of protein, I'm going to say dial it back a little bit. Okay, again, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. I'm just saying because that excess protein could, what is that, goit or something like that, right? Oh, again for you, y'all. This is a great. I don't know for you and Cancerians. I feel that this month is going to be a great month for marriage. Uh, if you are already married, your relationship with your significant other is going to be really, really strengthened. It's going to be extra love. Oh yeah, February, Valentine's, right? Oh my God, the month of love. It's not just that one day. It's going to be a lot of lovey-dovey stuff, right? Hey, and why not? So if you have a whole bunch of family gatherings and all that you need to go to in the month of February, uh, please know how to talk and how to say and what to say and when to say and how much to say because you may say something with the best of intentions, but oh my God, people will twist it 20 different ways. Okay, if you're married, this is a great, great month for you because Jupiter is going to be in your seventh house. Oh my God, there's so much love. How nice for you, Leo. I'm happy for you. Okay, next, Virgo. Okay. Virgo, what do we have for you? Jupiter, Jupiter. Ooh. Students are not going to be doing very well. For those of you who are not students, Jupiter is going to be really good. You'll have a lot of success in your work. Venus is going to be with Mars, so that's going to cause a little bit of a drama as far as your family relations are concerned. A little bit of he said, she said, and I can't believe you said this, and why did you have to go and do that? You should have asked me, that sort of drama. But hey, but overall, family, career, and health, nothing so bad where I can say, oh my God, you better watch out for this or watch out for that, right? As far as your work is concerned, yeah, you'll see it's going to be a good month for you at work, success, any projects that you have been doing, you'll working on, you'll see it come to completion. You will also see that it's caught the attention of the superiors and they'll be happy with your work. Um, but if there are something that if you have some kind of a brouhaha going on with your relationship with a particular co-worker is a little bit iffy, they could cause some issues with you, for you, right? They may try to steal your thunder and say, well, I was the one who actually completed that project. But so make sure you have your records straight, right? So that they don't steal it from you and they don't steal your thunder and they don't get the kudos when the kudos is clearly yours because you are the one who worked for it. For those of you who are looking to travel overseas, particularly for work, or if maybe somebody is saying, hey, I want to go to a different country or a different continent, and you've been trying to gain work over there, you actually might hear positive news. You may be able to actually, get a job overseas. And for those of you who are actually trying to, let's say, you're waiting to do some business with another company overseas, or even get a contract for an international whatever, great opportunity. You'll see success. Saturn is in the 5th house. Saturn in the 5th house will aspect on the 11th and 7th. Okay, so this is actually good for Virgo natives. So there will be a little bit of expenses that you have to pay and take care of because you have to bills need to pay it. You get paid, so you will be able to take care of it. If you haven't in the past, you will be able to do it now. Whatever projects you have, for the most part, will be successful, except if you're one of those who has a coworker who's trying to undermine you, take care of that, right? If you're a business person, good profit. Now let's look at health. Well, I don't know why February, for all the signs I've read so far, food seems to be a big thing. For the most part, you're going to be healthy. It's not a month where I'm going to say you're going to have a lot of health issues. But again, pay attention to nutrition, right? Relationships could be a little testy. So go with the flow. Don't stress out, and don't stress your significant other out either. There could be a real bit of a tension with your family members. If somebody has recently passed and there's a lot of back and forth going on with regards to, their will or their assets and how you divvy up assets and property and all that. Oh, good luck. Y'all are going to be mad at each other, and y'all could have been a whole bunch of awesome siblings who loved each other, but but now, when money and property comes into the mix, deal with it. It's not necessarily going to be great. You're not going to be in a negative, but it's going to work out for you. But I don't think people are going to be very happy. As long as you know how to talk and conduct yourself, you're going to come out of this unscathed. But if you get your knickers in a twist and throw a fit and a tantrum, all right, that's on you then. Don't tell me I didn't tell you, right? Next, we have Libra. Y'all, I have 3 more videos to make. I don't know how I'm going to get through it. I've got a rockin' headache, all right? But where am I at? Libra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Libra, for you, Mercury, Sun, and Saturn are all together in the 10th house. So for you, as far as work is concerned, business is concerned, success. Jupiter is in your 5th house, so Jupiter is going to be helping you if you want to pursue education or, certification or anything like that. You may find it easy to accomplish academia for this month. As far as your family is concerned, a little bit of a friction. You can't have it going great all the time. So let's take a look at it. So for career, it's going to be a good month. Those of you who are currently employed, it's going to be good for you. Those of you who are looking for a job or waiting for an offer, you may already be working somewhere, but you might have applied for another company or even in the same company for another position, or even wanting to be transferred. It's going to be good for you. You're going to hear what you want to hear. If you are your own business owner, your business is going to expand, new contracts, trade is going to increase, your networking is going to increase. There is a possibility may also add add on. Let's say you are a dealer for, I don't know, ABC products, and because of the success of that, you're going to say, I'm going to expand my inventory and add on new products. So now I'm going to add on XYZ products, and that's also going to sell very well for you. So that's great. Jupiter in the 11th house is going to facilitate an increase in income. For those of you who are working for others, also you're going to see an increase in income because you may get a pay hike. Business people are also going to, overall finance is going to be good. But if you do see a little bit of loss, it's not because of your doing, it's because somebody else has made a mess and that's costing you some penny, but you're going to have to figure out a way to recapture that or recover that. Sun and Saturn are in the 4th house, so your health, you're going to have a little bit of a situation. Be careful and watch out for skin allergies. Maybe you had a mole, go get it checked out, take care of it. Anything to do with the skin, take care of it. Watch out, don't burn yourself. Like if you're allergic to some, I don't know, skincare products or whatever, it's something to do with your skin, so be careful, okay? Love and relationships, nothing great, nothing. So, there is going to be a little bit of, all of a sudden, I don't know, if it is a heterosexual relationship and the guy all of a sudden decided to shave off his beard, the wife may say, I don't like it. Or if he decided to grow a goatee, the wife will say, oh my God, take it off your face. Or, if the wife decided to go and change her hair color to, I don't know, she went from being midnight black to platinum blonde, the husband may go, why would you do that? Little silly things like that. So, and then that's going to trigger off, and then y'all are going to be mad at each other for a little bit, but that's just a little bit, lover stiff. And so, all right, honey, next time I'll change the color back, or okay, I'll shave off my beard, or okay, I'll grow in my beard, little things like that. There are going to be people who are going to have weird opinions about you. Like you may go for a gathering, and then somebody will say, oh my God, I thought, such and such about the two of you. And you'll go, really? What made you think so? And they'll be like, I don't know. And then you'll go like, hey, let me just tell you, such and such doesn't apply to us at all. So I don't know where you got that from. Maybe your overactive imagination. If there is a senior member in the family who's been struggling with health, I feel this is a great time for them to, they'll start feeling better, and also they'll be getting better help for their health conditions. All right. For those of you who are sitting down for competitive exams, all right, academic examinations, you're going to do good. It's going to be good for you. All right. So that's that. So let's go on to Scorpio. Academic pursuits are going to be very, very successful. Good for you. If you are looking for a job and they sent you an email saying come in for the first interview, you went for the first interview, and then they said they will schedule a second interview and they haven't, you're going to have to wait a little bit. It could be a little testy, but I'm going to tell you this is going to pass, and then you're going to hear. So what I'm trying to say is be patient. You will get that offer. Okay. Take care of your expenses, but like I said, be patient, because you will get that job offer, and therefore you'll see new income coming. You get what I'm saying? Look at alternative ways of bringing in income. If you have to start off a side business or take up a temporary job, do that, right? If Scorpios are struggling with minor setbacks, such as, running a temperature or headaches and things like that, it's going to be temporary. So, I think it's more because you're stressing yourself. But again, just don't stress as much. I know it's easy for me to say, but, I got a like really rotten headache right here between my eyes. I'm struggling with it so bad. It's like the pressure. I don't know what to say. This is also a time for you, my beautiful Scorpios, where you're going to feel like, I just want to be by myself. But don't do that, because if you try to distance yourself, then your intimate partner or your loved one will kind of begin to worry unnecessarily so, and then they'll go all over the place like, oh, maybe he's having an affair, or maybe she's somebody else, or she's seeing somebody else, then imagination takes over. So don't, even if you feel that you need a little bit of alone time, make it clear to your significant other, hey, this has nothing to do with you, I just need a little bit of alone time. Explain it to them the best you can. Be transparent about it. As far as your family is concerned, overall, this is a good month for you. I don't see anything so glaringly terrible that but because of your employment, maybe you're waiting for employment and it didn't come in time, that could cause you a little bit of stress, and you stressing out could cause your family members to stress out, because they're like, oh my God, what's going on with this one, type of thing, right? So for those of you who have senior members in the family, they could be having some serious health conditions. So I don't know how you're going to handle that, but I'm sorry, but nobody's going to pass, but the health is, for senior members of the family, is not necessarily looking very good. So Sag, right? Sagittarius, for you this month is going to be a mix of this and that, right? So yeah, a little bit of this and that. What can I say? In every aspect almost. But remember, these are general though. As far as your career is concerned, yeah, you're going to do all right. Okay. You've been working hard at something, you're going to be launching it, it's going to be successful, that's fine. But so that's going to be good for you. But on the other half, it's going to cause so much of stress on you, because now you have to maintain it. It's not just starting something, but you have to maintain it, right? So that's going to cause you a little bit of stress. So because your responsibility is going to hike up, right? But be careful with your relationships with your significant other, because of Venus and Mars, the way they are placed. I have a feeling that you may end up having a bit of a spat with your significant other, and that is going to also affect your mood, and your mood is going to affect your business. So, it's a vicious circle. For some of you Sagittarians, Saturn and Mars in the second house is actually going to be good for you. But then again, you also have Sun in the second house in the first half of February. So there'll be good money there. Ketu will be present. Your South Node is going to be present in the 12th house, and the North Node in the 6th house, along with the Sun in the 3rd house. Oh, yeah. But see, you're going to see some income, but then also expense. So therefore, you may see your resources depleting a little bit, but it's temporary. I feel for you, Sagittarius, this month is stress. For whatever reason, you're going to be stressed, whether you accept it or not. You may be having some sleepless nights and some, that sort of a thing. You may be taking out your frustrations on your loved one. Maybe they are just kind of a little bit of a disconnect, not necessarily on the same wavelength, so then it's like just crazy stuff. It's like projecting your BS on somebody else, type of thing, and it's all related to stress. So try to keep your temper in check, and also dial it back with your significant other. No couple is going to be on the same wavelength all the time. Like, there are going to be a few days where they seem to, I don't understand anything about him anymore, I feel like I don't know her anymore, and the next day you're all lovey-dovey, that sort of a thing. So hang in there. So watch your words though, because first and foremost, Sagittarius will never hold back. If Sagittarius wants to call a spade, Sagittarius will call it a spade. They have no problem saying that. So if you have some harsh words for your loved ones, don't, right? because your loved one, your loved one is going to think, oh, it's me. It's not. You're just pissed at yourself, or you're pissed at the world, and you take it out, It happens to all of us, we go through, nobody's perfect. So, just do what you need to, honey, Okay, so next, let's look at, actually, I'm going to stop this and start another video, okay? So for you, my beautiful Capricorns, this could be a bit of a harsh month for you because Saturn and Jupiter are aspected in the 10th house. So those of you who are employed, you're going to have some little bit of a drama there. Students will also have some drama. Business people will also have some drama, right? But relationships also drama. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got, oh my God, nasal drip. I don't know. Yeah, this is a bit of a testy month for some of you guys. Remember, this is general, so I don't know your exact date of birth and time of birth. So watch yourself when you're at work. Even a little bit of minor carelessness on your part can cause big issues for yourself. There's a chance you can get written up. So make sure you're on your best behavior. Make sure you present yourself every day. Don't be late. Don't be tardy. You have to take that extra precaution because I'm telling you, even as it's going to be a big mountain made out of a molehill. So, and somebody could use this just to frame you. So you got to be extra careful this month at work. You're also going to see more work coming your way. It's going to expand your responsibility. This is the one time I'm going to tell you, Capricorn, don't go to your boss and say, oh my God, you put too much in my plate. I really need some more extra time. I don't think I can manage this. And your boss is going to say, well, since you said you can't manage it, I suppose you're not fit for the job. So there you go. Right? So be very, very careful. You're going to feel a little bit like you're carrying a lot of load, but hey, suck it up, buttercup. Right? It's a temporary thing. Right? So the best approach to this is going to be get your emotions out of the way. You're going to be like, it's literally like, I can't believe it, you're going to get emotional. So the best strategy is to, I know, it's easier said than done, but to literally suck it up, buttercup. Don't think with your heart, think with your head. Don't let your emotions get ahead of you because you will be out of a job by your own doing. So please don't do that, right? So if you say, just say, you know what, this is temporary. This is just for another 2 or 3 weeks. You know what? It is what it is. I'm going to have to suck it up, and that's fine. I'm just going to take it one day at a time and just focus and get it done. I won't complain, whatever. And at the end of it all, you know what's going to happen? You can pat yourself on your shoulder. And not only that, your employers are going to say, oh, okay. All right. So guess what? If Tom, Dick, and Harry were up for the promotion, Harry here, who has, taken care, no matter what was thrown at him for this month, he just hushed and got it done. He's the one who's going to get the promotion and the extra pay. So, Saturn and Mercury could create some problems for you, but ooh, hey, listen. Increase your fluid intake. Fluid as in not alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, like as in water intake. Increase your water intake. Seriously, increase your water intake. There could be a little bit of parting of ways with your girlfriend, boyfriend, your loved ones, or whatever. You may not talk to each other for a couple of days because you're both mad at each other and mad at the world and yada, yada, yada. But temporary, don't really make this such a big thing that y'all are going to part ways forever and just say, oh, I'm done with it. Don't do that because this is a temporary situation, Overall, I'm going to say, Capricorn, this month is going to be a little testy for you, Capricorn. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Nothing else I can say about that. Aquarius. right? Aquarius is going to be a fairly good month. But for those who are looking for a job, it could be a little bit difficult. If you're already employed, you're fine. But if you're looking for a job, you may have a little bit of stress there. There could be weird tension around the family. I don't know why, you know. But your finances are going to be fine, okay? Little bit of challenge as far as your career is concerned, your job is concerned. But for those of you who have just, okay, so some of you, if you don't have a job, you'll have to wait. For those of you who have just got a new job, right, you will realize that, oh my God, this is exactly the kind of job I was looking for. All right. And guess what? You're going to thrive and you're going to be appreciated and noticed. Okay. And they may have hired you to be a team leader, but now they're going to make you a manager like really quick. Right? And there's also a possibility that you yourself would now start thinking that I want to try something else. So all these areas are coming to the forefront. You could expand your business, yeah, if you're a business person. You could see money come in. You could also see a little bit of an increase in your expenses. This is one time you're not going to be holding back on your expenses. So if your income is not proportional to your expenses, you're going to go into debt. So make the right decision, right? You want to be in debt, you know, just for instant gratification's sake. You're like, I'm fine, I'll take on the debt. Do you really want that? You have to pay off the debt. But if you're wise and if you're smart, you can use this opportunity to actually take care of debt. If you know, take care of existing debt. Don't create new debt, right? Pulmonary issues, take care of that. Those of you who have asthma or bronchitis, really take care of that. There could be a little bit of drama as far as your relationship is concerned. Don't jump to conclusions. If you have a question, you have a doubt, ask. Some of you may go into counseling. Oh my God. Excuse me, y'all. I struggled with some major allergies, y'all. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. Oh my God. I have 4 videos I had to make today. This is the first one. And what's the time now? It's just past 2 o'clock. All day this morning, I was so busy with phone calls and oh my God. I don't know when I'm going to get the other videos done, but I got to at some point. Okay, let's do Pisces. Good for business people. Relationships a little bit up and down. Make that extra effort around Valentine's Day, right? Jupiter is going to be in the 12th house for you, so there will be a little bit of rush as far as your work is concerned. If you put in the effort, you will see the result. If you don't put in the effort, you're not going to see the results, right? After the second half of February will be good for you, specifically. Second half of February, whatever you do, new relationship, new job, new enterprise, new, I don't know, looking for a new home, whatever, it's going to be good for you. Finances are also going to improve on the second half of February. If you all are looking for a job in the government sector, in the federal or the state or federal, if you're looking to be a government employee, fantastic opportunity. You will most likely get that job. See, watch out for you know how we are so sick and tired of a winter that we see a little bit of sun, we want to go sit in the sun, right, and warm up and thaw. Be careful, okay? Don't expose yourself too much to this, particularly if you're the kind of person who's susceptible to skin issues, okay? And try not to eat out too much because you could have issues, food poisoning, etc. So the second house Mars is with Venus. Family issues, there could be quarrels, there may be disputes among you and your siblings. And you know what? Surprise, surprise, is going to fall on your shoulders to make peace in the family. Really, that's all I have to say. So, and remember, these are all general energies, right? I mean, this is just for a couple of weeks. This is for the month of February. And February has how many days? February, 28 days. I should know, yeah, 28 days. So it's temporary. Time and energy is fluid, right? And again, keep in mind that this is general, right? I do not know your specific date of birth, your time of birth, your city and state of birth. Then I can look at your chart specifically and say, okay, this is how it's going to be. So if you do want a personal reading, get in touch with me. Do write to me. My email address is therealastrology1123. And we can set up I can give you all the information, the different types of charts and astrology consultations I do. And then, we can get more detailed. So I hope you enjoyed this. Do give me a thumbs up. Do hit the bell icon because I do post on a regular for this channel. I also have another channel, the Real Tarot 1123, where I focus only on tarot. This channel is dedicated just for astrology, where I do weekly, monthly, and year ahead. The weekly, I do Western astrology. The monthly and the year ahead, I focus on Vedic and Sidereal astrology. So that way, whoever follows whichever school of thought, they're satisfied. You know what I mean? Okay. So, and for those of you who haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I would be so happy to welcome you into the Real Astrology family. And I appreciate you all. Do leave your comments. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to answer you. Okay. So thank you so much and namaskar.